Good morning, you lovely lot. I'm going to be using today the Christmas wreath, this is from the Cotton Socks collection, Christmas. The collection's not out well next Wednesday, so this is absolutely brand new. It's not on my website yet. It's a beautiful collection. As always, in my Cotton Socks collections, I always incorporate a story, and there is a story to it, and it's magical. But I'm not going to tell you now. I'll tell you when we launch. But I've been dying to get my hands on these, so I'm going to do this for you today. So what I'm thinking is, this has got a lot really beautiful fillers. So I think I'm going to stamp the fillers out and cut them out. Let's make a start. This is where I can't make decisions. Then I'm stamping out. So I'm going to cut this paper down once I've stamped. So obviously the main character is our Cotton Sock, so she's going in the middle. I'm going to cut this out as a square. So the wreath. Then this would be a lovely card as well. So let's have a look here. So she's going there. Yeah, it worked perfectly. Look. And then we're going to be covering these with foliage. Beautiful. So I'm using VersaFine Clair, and I'm using the Morning Mist. Reason I'm using the Morning Mist and I'm not using black is because I like them to stamp out so they look like pencil work. These stamps, I've been working with a photocentric that's in the UK since I started 4 years ago, and these stamp out near enough exactly like my pencil work. Can't get better than that, can you? Oh. Move it around. We're going to build up this as well, so don't worry too much about it not being perfect. which, to be honest, it's never perfect with me anyway. I come into the crafting game quite late because I've always been an artist. So don't worry about these seams, we're going to cover them with foliage, and we've got a lot of foliage on the stamp, so it's brilliant. Let me just show you this. Look at the line work. How beautiful. Look at her little face. Yeah, so if you tune in on Wednesday, or if you watch the Wednesday live, I will tell you the backstory behind this collection. So I'm going to do a technique. First of all, I'm going to do some really traditional watercolour in here, because I don't really do a lot of traditional, do I, watercolour. I normally do like the wacky stuff, but I have got another bit of wacky that I'm going to do. I did it before, it did really work, but I'm going to have a go at doing it again. And then I'm going to show you how I painted these. Really simple technique, but it's a technique that you probably will not do. I'll talk you through it when I do them. But look, we've got them all in there to play with in a bit. I can't say I like fussy cutting. It really does bore me. Right, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, but I don't want to zoom in loads because I want you to see what I'm mixing. Right, I'm going for a bit of a girly pinky theme today. Don't use pink enough. I've ordered some more of this rose as well because, oh, I go through this rose colour so fast, the Winsors and Newton rose. I just love it. It's just a really lovely, nice pink. Let the magic begin. Sorry for this scruffy board. Okay, I'm just going to get her in first and a bit of the background. I want the background to look a little bit sparkly. And then we're going to get these two lovely dolls in. Something quite special about the dolls as well, but I'll tell you. So again, it's watercolour. So we're going in with the lightest first. I'm just getting in the little tiny areas first and dragging that colour off and putting it somewhere else. Oh, you know what? I did this size, you know, so you can do cards with them. Cards with this one and make a lovely wreath to go around it, you know, Christmas cards. It's a really nice size, but I'm not used to, well, you know, don't you, I'm not really, because I'm not a crafter, am I? So I'm not used to working this size. I'm more of a I like a lot of space around me that I can make a mess. All I'm doing now is I'm just building this colour up a little bit. I think she's growing up a little bit, our cotton socks, you know. Can't have her in. So, cotton socks, I'll ask you all, what age would you put her at? And I'll tell you what age I think she is. And do you think she's growing up, or do you think she's stayed the same age? I've got to admit, you know, some of my earliest stuff, if you look at it, even if you didn't buy, have a look at them on my website and tell me what you think. Some of the really early stuff, even though she had dot eyes and the drawing was very basic, I think she looks older than she does now. Maybe I think she's growing up because I'm doing her more realistic. Because she's not gonna grow up. See, I would say, when I draw cotton socks, I've got this image in my head. And I think the reason I love this collection is the way that she looks in this collection in her face is the nearest image that I've got in my head. And I really struggle to achieve that sometimes, because the image that I have in my head and the image that comes out of my pencil is not the same. But with this one, she's how I vision her, and I would say she's about 7. She's not going to grow up. She's always going to be really quite innocent, and she's always going to have a little bit of magic about her. And we've all got that in us, haven't we? I mean, they say, don't they, our inner child? She is our inner child. That's what Cotton Socks is. She's our inner child. And it's how we all interpretate it, isn't it? So all I'm doing here is I've put the colour in. I've just concentrated on the top part a bit, but I'm just dragging it down slightly. Because when I very first started Stampanory, I was a painter, and any drawing that I did do, it was really realistic pencil. So then me having to go to pen, because obviously they had to be made into stamps, oh my God, it was so scary. Right, let's get the bear in first, because I know what the bear's what colour he is. So I'm mixing a light brown to start with. Oh, I've got some brilliant samples to show you. I'm waiting till you see what the girls have done. Oh, I need to put her arms in. Yeah, okay. You know what? I draw these. And I'm even surprised when I'm painting them. Like, ooh. I'm just mixing a middle brown now. Ooh la la. He's so cute. These two run through the series of the collection, and there's one where he reminds me of, you know, the Care Bears when we were kids. It's strange sometimes because there's things that I have forgot from childhood, but then I'll start drawing, say, the bear, and I just think, oh my God, it reminds me of Care Bears. So it's there in me somewhere, isn't it? And I do think Cotton Socks drags it out of me. Right, so now going in with the darker. What I'm going to do now is nearer to the Cotton Socks, the bear will be darker because it'll be shadowed. So let me just go in a bit darker there. Oh, this music's lovely as well. Wipe my brush, just sucking a little bit of that off. Little Care Bear. Right, again. Oh, it's so funny. So I'm just working it a little bit darker as it's near her body. His leg will be a little bit darker because it's under his belly. These observations make a massive difference when you're painting, because you could easily paint that bear in all one colour, but I always think when I'm painting a section, I mix 3 colours, and it'll be a light colour, start with your light colour, medium and dark. It seems to work. Right. Oh, right, I've definitely got to get rounds in. Right, let's get this little lady in. She's a proper ragdoll, this one. I'm just being careful what I'm doing because I do want this to be the focal point. It's funny because I'm doing this now, and this is quite a thick brush. But if you, let me show you. So when you're mixing your colour, I don't actually know if that's on camera. So say when you're mixing your colour, if you roll your brush, tap it like it becomes to a point. And then if your brushes, if you've had them in water and they go a little bit bendy, stick them in some hot water for not even a minute. Just dip them in 30 seconds and they bush back, they go back to a point. Going to go a little bit darker where the sleeves and then underneath the skirt, the underneath section as well. Oh, look at her, she looks proper cute. Yeah, absolutely. So when you're doing, so what I'm doing the garment here, just remember that it's fabric, and you've got, have a look at how the fabric is hanging, and you can always tell in my drawings because I'm OCD with detail, but and then try, so obviously if it's a little bit pleated here around the waist, and she's older as well, it's going to be a little bit darker because it's ruched fabric. It's these observations that will really make it look 3D. So do you start making your cards in July? Because I always remember when I first started in the crafting world that everyone said in the crafting world it's Christmas in July. Is that when you start preparing? I mean, I was drawing these in March. That was weird. We just had Christmas and I'm drawing Christmas stamps. Right, lady, what colour are we going to do your hair? Let's do it a bit sun-kissed. So I've just add a mid-brown. And then I'm going in with a little bit of a darker brown. Where the hair's gathering there. Where the hair's gathering here, and then the top bit I'm going to add a highlight, a little bit there. You know what, I absolutely love the fact that you make your own cards though. That's just, to me, that's just mind-blowing. But it's strange, probably for the last couple of years, I've made all my cards, you know, for birthdays and stuff. Where before it wouldn't have even entered my head. I'm just washing this yellow into that mid-brown, so it looks a bit softer. And as I've used the yellow, let's get a little bit on his face. Tiny bit on his nose. This ragdoll's got really dark brown hair. Well, in my head she has. God, that's brilliant, that. It's brilliant that, you know what, it's just so lovely that you go to that effort for people. Just think it's so nice. This is the first time I've painted this little ragdoll out, so it's the first time I've seen her in colour. Oh yeah, let's get a little face in. Little Dolly's rosy cheeks. Right, I'm going to wet Dolly's face. I'm going to leave the dolls. Used to have a doll when we was younger. The arms and the legs were made of like it was like an Essian white. So I'm definitely going to leave that. Wipe my brush. Move that colour to where you want it. Move that colour. She's cute, isn't she? Right, let's get our little cotton socks in. Wipe my brush, suck that colour up. Wipe my brush, move that, because obviously this is skin, so it needs to look smoother. I'll just show you that in a minute. Oh, because the light's so bright I can't see. Just a minute. See, detail. And can you see how using different tones of the same colour gives a 3D effect? I'm going to get this background in and then I'm going to do my wacky stuff. And then we're going to put our bits on, our cut out bits, which is going to look fantastic. Right, yeah, that's good. Right, I'm just going to do a bit of colour behind her so it gives a bit of depth. But it's going to be subtle colour because we don't want it to take away from this, but this is still watercolour that I'm using. All I'm doing is, can you just see I'm just randomly just adding this in, but then I'm gonna go into my water, back into this, see the circular motion, this will totally soften it all off. Again. Right, I'm just dabbing it in right near the characters. And then we're going to drag that out in a minute. Dab it in. It's wet, so it's not going to stay there. Then, into my water, wipe my brush, start moving that about in a circular motion, and all it's doing is meeting the wet paint that we've already put down. It just diffuses it a little bit, don't make it it makes it look more like softer. Right, and just what I get, so I want a shade of that dog. I'm going to start diffusing it out in a minute. Shade of the doll. So you're basically following the outline of the doll. Down there where her dress is. Round cotton socks his head. So the light's coming from this side. Right, into the water, wipe your brush, work on these edges. You're just doing it in a circular motion. Circular motion, just soften them edges off. I think that's all right for now. Right, so I just put these to one side. Just give me a minute. I'm just going to get some clean water. Let me show you this first. It makes such a difference with that shadow as well, you know. Also, almost makes it look 3D. Really enjoyed that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a little bit of magic round here, so when we put the other elements on, it's got a background. And I'm just going to stay with the pink colours because there's a lot of colour going on in this foliage, so I don't want to interfere with that. So I'm using Brusho in scarlet, crimson and white. I do love Brusho, the colours amazing. And I mean, you can mix the colours and stuff, but it's quite limited, the colours in Brusho. I do love them. I've got these little, I don't even know what they come with. They come with something, you know, something crafty, but they're ideal for like little tiny shovels. You lot probably know what they are. But yeah. Right, let's have a go. Where we've finished here, this circle, I'm just going to go in slightly of the circle. So I'm going to go in slightly, but I'm also, I'll show you now, I'm also going to go outside of the circle. I'm doing it in a circular motion. I'm just starting to dab this colour in. Then into your water, start blending that into there. just going to be wringing that right out now so this disappears. Right, just get, this is just like a wet one. Just slightly going round. Suck that up. Ideally what you would do once you've done that, you would put it under something for it to dry naturally, under something flat, before you start adding your other on. But right, let me just do this. Right, so I've got, you know what I'm like, the obsession with bleach. I've got, it's called elbow grease, mould and mildew. It's not the same as bleach, it's got more of a body to it, so it's not as runny, but also as well, it's really quite powerful. It's brilliant stuff. I use it around the house, I literally use it for everything. So I've sprayed a little bit there. I'm going into it. I'm adding water. Then, very lightly, try and have a bit of control on this. You're just diffusing this pink even more. It won't touch that because it's watercolour. That's why I did the Brusho around. And I just think this looks really, it looks almost like sparkle or snow when you use this technique. I'm going to dry that off. Right, I'm just going to put that under something for a couple of minutes until I show you how I painted these. So it can be flattened a little bit. These are stunning. Detail. They're so good, photocentric, you know, make me stamps. Right, I'll leave it. That water will be fine. Right, first of all, I'm going to mix a couple of greens. I'm adding a little bit of sienna to it, so it gives it more of an earthy green rather than a bright green, because that's not what we're going for foliage. Same brush. Right, I'm going to go in with the lighter first. Right, the knack with this is to not be careful and to you're not painting every leaf, and even leaving the white of the paper looks amazing once it's done, because it almost looks like there's a shine on it. So you can see I'm literally just wiping it in. The white of the paper is still showing in areas, but that's what you want. Darker green. More at the root. Into your water. Wipe your brush. Drop that out slightly. Mixing a couple of reds. So if you just keep your palette here while you're doing it, so at the end if you need to just like dab a bit here and there, you've still got it to work with. At the root of the plant, just dab that in, you just dab in again. Mixing an orange. That's reasonably flat, so I'll show you this. And you could even put a little bit of glitter around here, or your watercolour glitter paint once you've done the bleach and the Brusho. Right, I'm not going to get OCD about this, I'm just going to do it random. And excuse me fussy cutting. Yeah. Ah. I did have a sentiment, but I don't know what I've done with it. Right, I'll have to not have a sentiment. Oh, it's there. Erica, what are you doing? Right, get off there a minute. I'm just picking them up randomly. But I've got to admit, like what Marianne said, there was a part of me going, oh, I've got better stuff to be doing. But I did actually enjoy it. It did quiet my head a little bit. I'm not sticking all these on. I cut extra because I just thought I'm gonna do another sample. I've got another idea as well. So yeah, I think this was 3 lots I cut out because I'm daft. Oh, this would make such a lovely card though. But I think I'd do this bit. I'd get the if they're old enough, I'd get the grandkids to cut them out. I mean, I was even thinking before, should I take them round to my mum's and ask her to do it? She likes stuff like that, my mum. Oh, it's so coming together now. Look at that. Oh. It's the first time that, you know, when you design something and in your head you sort of think you know what it looks like, but it's the first time I've seen this all together. Wow. Oh, these are proper cute, these little acorns. Let's move that up a little bit. Is that stuck now? Oh, let me put that there. I like that one. There. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Oh, what have we done there now? Oh, it is what it is. Do it perfect, then mess up with the gluing part. Oh yeah. So you see now why I wanted to leave this a little bit muted, but having that in the background, how beautiful is that? It's lovely, isn't it? I'm not going to add any more to that now because I think it's too much. Look at that. And doesn't it look lovely with that background behind? You could do that background any colour. In fact, it could be green, you know, so it goes in with the foliage more. Look at that little face. Oh yeah, really, really like that. That's probably one of the most enjoyable things that I've done in a while. I do like this as well. It went so wrong before. But yeah, just a little bit of sparkle. You can use your glossier as well, you could. But so that's one of the stamps, the Christmas wreath. And then the other 5 are coming on Wednesday. Wait until you see him. Oh God, I'm so excited. Oh, thanks for joining me, guys.